Okay. Hey, y'all. What's up? Okay. So I'm coming on to talk to you guys about something that happened to me recently with YouTube, and I want to share it with y'all because I had no idea this could happen. And I want you guys to know so y'all don't make the same mistake I do if you have a YouTube channel, okay? Okay. Um, so there's no conspiracy either. This was my mistake I made, and I know, but I should have had some kind of disclaimer on these videos, but I didn't. So YouTube demonetized my whole fucking channel, you guys. My whole channel's demonetized. I'm not making a dime off my YouTube channel starting today. So I'm going to tell you why it happened, and I can always reapply in April, but I want to show you guys what happened, okay? So back when shorts first came around, I reached out to a whole bunch of girls that were in recovery. Hey girl, hey guys, y'all listen up. I made a mistake on YouTube and I don't want you to make the same mistake. So come in here and listen up, okay? And I was about to get paid the most I've ever gotten paid by YouTube. And it's not because of my Jessica Kent videos, because those videos are demonetized. Just so y'all know, because some motherfucker come on here and said, oh good, you're not going to get that Jessica Kent money. Those videos are not monetized. They're not, they were like in the yellow, so they didn't go green. Anyway, so I wasn't getting paid because of Jessica Kent's views. This had nothing to do with her. When shorts first rolled out, I was like, this is badass. I can upload, people's stories. So I reached out to a whole bunch of people on TikTok and was like, hey, can I feature your story on my channel and by sharing your video on my YouTube on shorts? And I would just message the person and ask their permission if I could share their video. And they're like, yeah. So that's what I fucking did. I posted their recovery stories on my channel. Well, those videos started going mad fucking viral, like millions and millions of views. And I guess YouTube got wind of it because they were like, damn, this bitch has got millions of views on her channel. And it's all from these fucking shorts. And it was like 4 shorts who had over 4 million views apiece, right? And they were steadily going, like millions of views. I get fucking comments from those videos. Those are all, it's crazy, all the time. Well, yesterday I was not feeling good. I started my period. Like, literally, listen to me, y'all. When I start my period, it is like horrible. It is like somebody took a knife and stabbed me and just went whoosh, and blood is just going everywhere, right? So I felt really, really bad yesterday. So I didn't get online at all. I didn't get online. I didn't do my videos, nothing. I've not posted one single thing online at all. And so all of you guys are messaging me, Nicole, and then y'all are messaging me and saying, what happened to the memberships? It's saying that we're not members anymore. So I went online to look at my YouTube channel, and I went to the studio, and I noticed that none of my videos had the $sign beside them. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I went to my email that's associated with my YouTube channel, and that's where they said that we demonetized your whole fucking channel. And I'm like, you couldn't give me a strike? You couldn't give me a warning, YouTube? You couldn't fucking tell me to take the goddamn videos down? You just took my motherfucking money? Damn, it's like that? So, I mean, thank God I don't depend on that money, okay? That money is all extra, right? If I make something from YouTube, it's extra money that I get to put towards getting me a new ring or a new opal necklace or whatever I want to do, right? That money is not like, it's not figured into our money, right? It's just extra. But damn, dude, like they didn't even give me a chance. They didn't give me a strike. They didn't give me a notice of, hey, we're fixing to take this away from you if you don't change this. Nothing, dude. I won't get shit from y'all. So if you ever want to donate to the cause, or you want to support my channel, you guys, you can send me Cash Apps. You can send me PayPals. My Cash App is just $ Nicole P 7414. And I'll put all this stuff on my videos every day whenever I post a video. And don't think I'm not trying to be weird, but I'm going to do that. Because if I'm not like making any money off of my channel, people might want to help to, send something or whatever. But it's not like, I'm not going to stop making videos just because I'm not getting paid, if that's what you're talking about. Because it's never been about me making money off of my, it's never been about that. That was just a positive part of it, was that I was getting money, you know. But my channel's never been about me getting paid. You know, it's not about that. So I'm not going to stop making videos just because I'm not making money. Okay, there's my PayPal and my Cash App. If y'all ever want to donate to the cause, send a bitch a little, send a bitch a little tip. There you go. You know, and I will post that at the beginning of all my videos. You will see that pinned in the comment section, okay? So I have a link tree and I have a beacons. I have all that, you guys. But I will put those all, I will put that at the beginning of my videos from now on until I get my monetization back, okay? And like I said, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Sure, it sucks, you know. I was making like an extra, on average, like $250 a month from YouTube. This month I was about to get paid like $650. Was my first biggest check I've ever been paid by YouTube. So please don't think that this is like putting me out or anything like that. The extra money I was making from YouTube was exactly that. It was extra money. I was super grateful to have it, but it's not going to keep me from creating content, and it's not going to keep me from talking about recovery. In fact, I'm just going to be even more off the chain now because I've got to worry about my monetization. So I'm just going to be talking even more crazy shit. You know, so it just pisses me off because they could have warned me, you know, like I had those videos up on Shorts for over a year. Over 1 year, those videos were running on Shorts. They could have sent me something that said, hey, these videos are against community guidelines, like they would have done any other time. Any other time I would have gotten strike. You know, I appealed it and they denied it because they said I didn't send in enough proof of my editing. I said it's because I don't edit YouTube. I don't edit my videos. You know, I don't edit my videos. My videos that I make they're me off the cuff, straight up. Okay, they're just like what you see is what you get. What I say is what I mean. You know what I mean? If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't put the video up. You know, so damn, man. They could have warned me and they didn't. And I know why they didn't, because they don't want to pay me. That's why. But my friend, who is my boss also, sorry, I don't have a bra on, y'all. I don't want to show you my big old saggy titties. My friend that is my boss for my job that I work in social media, let me tell you what he did. Okay, his channel has 2 strikes. Okay, this dude is such a genius when it comes to social media that he took his channel from 4,000 subscribers to 400,000 subscribers in less than 60 days. All through YouTube Shorts. All through YouTube Shorts. So YouTube can take my monetization away. They can do whatever they want. But YouTube Shorts, I'm telling you guys, if you're not posting shorts on your channel, you're literally you're missing out on millions and millions of subscribers that could find your channel because of that. So, hey Neil, will you make me a glass of ice water?
Ice water?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Thanks, babe. So I know y'all loved my video from yesterday or the day before that, about the sex drive thing. So many of you guys, I'm going to read some of y'all's comments because I was crying this morning reading y'all's comments. I'm such a fucking nerd. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, I had put up a video about me and my husband going through a hard time because, you know, I'm 40 and I'm at the peak of my sex drive. And isn't it true that women peak at 40 and men peak in their 20s? And so, like, my husband is like, he's like a regular dude, right? And he gets home from work and he's tired and he has a routine. He comes home from work, he takes a shower, he spends times with his dogs, he spends times with his son. And then he comes and gets in bed and we watch true crime videos and we fall asleep, right? Well, usually that's fine. I don't mind doing that all the time. Like I'm a creature of habit, you know? But there's every now and then where I am like horny as hell and I want to have sex. I want to fuck. I want to be like freaky deaky and shit. You know? And I will tell my husband, I want to be freaky dicky or something like that. And he'll say, okay, we'll do it. And I'll be all excited. I'm planning around it the whole day about how we're going to be freak nasty when he gets home, right? And then he'll come home and he'll get to doing something with Nate or doing something with the dogs or both. And then time will just click, 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 click. And then before you know it, Nathaniel's in the bed with us and we're all going to sleep. And I am like pissed, okay? I am pissed because I feel like I've just been stood up, you know? Or I feel like I've been rejected. And so that had happened the other day and my feelings were really hurt. I was really upset about it. And I felt like, you know, he didn't love me anymore. He wasn't attracted to me. And of course, I said those things to him and he's like, Nicole, it has nothing to do with that. Like, what are you talking about? You know, of course I love you. Of course I'm attracted to you. He's like, we have a kid. He's in the bed with us. What do you want me to do? Get out of the bed, kid. I'm going to fuck your wife. You know what I'm saying? Or your mom. Like, what do you want me to do? Just take Nate out of the room and tell him that we have, like, that's not what we're going to do, you know? And I understand. I understand that I was being like a little demanding, I guess you could say, right? But all of that passed over and I was okay. But it brought up a really big topic that I could talk to you guys about, which is like sex drive and Suboxone and being on medication assisted treatment and then talking to your significant others. And I did not realize how many other people are going through the same struggles, dude. I had no idea. Like, I'm not going to read y'all's names, but I'm going to read y'all's comments, okay? Okay, so this one comment was really good. I liked it a lot. I think way more couples are dealing with this issue than we'll ever admit. Unfortunately, us women peak in our 40s and men in their 20s. So, yes, it's frustrating. Thank you again for being honest and addressing real issues and topics for those of us in recovery that maybe didn't even realize other people were struggling with. Okay, that was nice. Here we go. Here's another comment. Oh my God, girl, I loved that you're being open and talking about this because my husband and I are going through the exact same thing as you and your husband, and everything that you're saying is exactly what we're going through. And my husband is on Suboxone and I'm on methadone. He's on a high dose of Suboxone, takes it twice a day, and our son sleeps in the bed with us half the time. Half the time, I end up just going out and sleeping on the couch because you know how it is. Kids like to kick you in their sleep and shit. But I feel the same way. He makes a commitment and backs down, and there's been times where I've cried and felt like shit. But it's crazy because we're both so attracted to each other and love each other so much, but the sex drive is just not there, and we just don't know what to do. I'd really like to talk with you when I am one, or through an email or text or something, if you're okay with that. I feel so alone in this, and it's really comforting to know that there's another lady that's going through the exact freaking thing as me. Hell yeah, I'm going through it. I'm going through it, honey. But and you know what I also think was so crazy? How many people act like their kids don't sleep in the bed with them. Y'all, this is a really normal thing with kids. If you don't have children, you might not understand that. Okay? Hey, Pixie, what's up, girl? If you don't have kids, you're not going to understand, but a lot of kids co-sleep, especially when they're younger. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, let me read you another comment. The same thing happened to us. It makes you feel so disconnected, and I used to get so upset. We are both now on testosterone, and we have a scheduled date night on Fridays. That if we want to, it happens. If not, it's okay. So, and that's what I think that is important, to like have the option to be intimate with your significant other. And you guys might not feel like doing it that day. You know what I mean? But you might feel like doing it. So what me and Neil have to do is we have to get Nathaniel in his own room. Then we can have intimacy time, you know, because we can't do it. We could want to do it all night long, but if Nathaniel's in the bed, there's no way we can, you know. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I don't feel good. I'm hurting. Okay. Um, whew. Like I can want in one hand and shit in the other, and we can see which one fills up faster. If Nate's in the bed, it ain't happening. Obviously, right? Obviously. Um, this girl says, I'm on 16 milligrams and honestly feel like I would be fine if I was never touched again ever. Doesn't help that I hate my body right now. I also struggle to show affection any way that my husband expects at least one sexual encounter a day. So when I read this lady's comment, I felt so grateful because I couldn't do that. Like, I don't like it when I feel like I'm being pressured to have sex with my husband or anything like that. My husband isn't the kind of man that's like that. He doesn't demand things from me. And we also don't expect to be having sex with each other multiple times a day or even once a day. Look at me when I tell you all this. Me and my husband would be totally content to have sex with each other twice a month. At the beginning of the month and the end of the month. We're good. We are happy. We are in love. We are flourishing, right? Because we both have so many other things in our life going on that sex is not the freaking focus of our whole life, you know? I think a lot of the reason why I was so upset too, I didn't realize it, was I was starting my period. So let me tell y'all what happened, okay? That wasn't last night, it was the night before. So the night before last, me and Neil were laying in bed and he was rubbing my stomach and Nathaniel was not in the bed with us. And his hand went down below and it made we both were like excited, and so we ended up doing it, right? Well, we ended up doing it and I went to go to the bathroom and guess what? Guess who was here? Aunt Flo. No wonder I was so emotional and crying all night long thinking my husband didn't love me over some bullshit, you know? So I was like, I'm on my period. And he was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh yeah. And he looks at his hand and he's like, his hand is covered in blood, you know? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's why you were so upset. That's why I was so emotional, because I started my freaking period, you know? But anyway, it was just like, it makes a lot of sense why, like, you can really tell when I'm struggling with my emotions, and it's normally 100% because my period's coming. And remember, I said that to y'all last week when I was crying in another video. I was crying and I was like, my period's going to be here soon, you know? Because I will just get really, really overly emotional. Like, you can just tell I'm crying from the pit of my being, crying. Like, if you watch that video I put up about the Suboxone and sex drive, like, I was crying like a baby in that video, you know? And so I started my damn period. Isn't that funny? And then I put that on my community tab to let y'all know, and y'all were like, we're all in sync, so we're all starting our periods at the same time. Well, that's what happens to me, is I don't get it all the time, right? I think smell them.
No.
Smell the crotch of them. That's how you know if they're clean or dirty. Oh, they're clean. Okay. That's how us moms do it. We smell it. Smells good. He was cleaning and he knows I don't feel good, so, and I told him I was gonna come on here and talk with you guys for a little bit, but
this may be controversial.
Whenever I'm like picking up dirty laundry or what I think is dirty laundry off the floor, I'll smell the crotch of it. If it fucking stinks in the crotch, I know it's dirty. What about y'all? Do y'all do that? Am I the only person that does that? So anyway, hold on, I gotta post for this guy, y'all, because I didn't post yesterday because I was in bed. Like, that's how sick I was, y'all. I called into my job, okay? I don't ever call into my job because I can usually do it from my bed, okay? Because I just post people's content, right? But when I tell y'all, I woke up yesterday in a puddle of my own blood. Like, it was so fucking, and I was in pain. Okay? Pain, all right? Bad pain. And so I called in to my job and said, hey guys, because I work with all dudes, and I'm like, y'all got to cover for me today. And they're like, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. I cannot move. Like, I'm in pain, right? And so they're like, okay. And so I'm thinking that my dude is going to post for me, right? He doesn't do it. He doesn't post for me, so I had to wake up this morning and post for everybody. But it's okay. I got him all the sign-ins now, so he'll be able to cover for me if I ever need him to cover for me. You know? I don't get my period regularly, yeah. And so when I do get it, I get it like every other month or so. And when I do get it, it really, really is bad. Bad. I hope I can be as open to share like you do. You will be able to. Listen to me. This is what I had to learn, okay, about this. Because a lot of you guys commented that to me about me sharing. And I'm going to tell y'all something, okay? I have nothing to be ashamed of, and neither do you. Every single person, hey Nat, every person in here, they have, guess what? I'm saying the things that they're going through. Guess what? You think you're the only person that doesn't have sex with your husband, or whose husband doesn't have sex with you, or who has periods that are so fucking bad that you feel like you're going to die? No, you're not. And so I'm not ashamed to share. People can talk about me however they want to. I will tell you guys this. 9 out of 10 people appreciate the way I share. You see all the comments that I get, especially recently, since a lot of you guys are new here. A lot of you guys just found me because of the Jessica Kent bullshit, right? So you guys haven't ever seen a bitch as real as me on YouTube. You know, sorry. You guys have been watching people who are frauds, fakes, phonies on YouTube for so many years, you know? And so it's a breath of fresh air to actually have somebody who actually shares the true shit in life, you know? So I've always been like this, though, pretty much since I started my YouTube channel. And I've just gotten more and more comfortable with sharing as the years go on, you know, because I've learned that through me sharing and being honest and open, it helps me heal. And honestly, it helps to help other people. Helping other people helps me stay sober, you know. And so if that means I tell the most embarrassing shit of my life, then I do it. Me too, Ashley. Me too, you know? And anybody that would say anything negative to you about sharing and being authentic, it's because they can't do the same. Let me read some stuff to you guys, okay? No, I'm not going live. No, I'm not going live tonight. It's 4 o'clock right now. Okay, so I want to read these things I found on Pinterest to y'all. I posted one on my community tab. I thought they were really good, though. They were about being authentic. And I was looking up authenticity quotes and vulnerable quotes. Okay? And so listen to this. Vulnerability is the courage to admit to someone that your heart is just glass, even though you act like it's steel. Hand it to them anyway, despite the already made cracks, and pray that their hands are sturdier than the others that you let hold you before. No, that wasn't the one I want to read to y'all, though. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. Emotional vulnerability, often seen as weakness, is actually one of the highest forms of strength. Having the courage to show up, express your authentic self, and be seen regardless of the outcome takes a lot of courage. There is much to gain from vulnerability. When we are vulnerable, we allow ourselves to connect with each other on an empathetic level. This connection can bring healing, love, friendship, and many other beautiful things that life has to offer. This is why discernment over who you allow into your circle is very important. I know, I'm pissed about YouTube too. Well, let me read to y'all what happened, okay? So, and let me just tell y'all this, okay? Like I did not make a lot of money on my channel, okay? I've never gotten over $250 from YouTube in a month, ever. ever. Okay. So it wasn't like I was making a whole bunch of money. This month that I'm going to get paid for this month will be the most I've ever made. Okay. So when I woke up to that, to you guys, okay, those of you guys that were members, please become a patron. It's $2. If y'all want to support me, and you know that I got demonetized, I ain't gonna make my little $200 every month off YouTube. Just go become a patron. It's cheap as fuck. It's not like it's expensive, and it's a way to support me. And you know, if you want to be a part of the Patreon group, and we go live every Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Now, of course, I didn't go live this Friday because I wasn't feeling good, but we've been going live every Friday. I've been keeping my word, and we've been doing it. So since we didn't do it this Friday, we'll do it Sunday. If we ever miss Friday, it's always done on the Sunday following, okay? And so, and also there's 400 videos in there that you guys have access to that are from the very first time I started my channel, basically. So that's just a way that you can support me if you want to. But honestly, like being demonetized from YouTube is not the end of the world, okay? Now, sure, if I depended on, if the money that I was getting from YouTube was like thousands of dollars and it was like actually helping me pay bills in my life, I would have been tripping. But I've always said, anything that I make from YouTube or any of my sponsorships or anything like that is extra money. You know, the money that I make from working for Recovery Delivered. Lay down, Jeddah, come here. Jeddah, come here, baby. Neil, she's about to commit suicide. She's looking for you. Look at her, y'all. Look at this dog. Jeddah, do not jump off the edge, okay? Stay there. Wait for Daddy. She's blind. She can't see anything. Do you see how much better she is now? Y'all remember how her neck was doing that thing? Look at her now. She's all better now.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's that sexy man that finally gave me sex the other night. Woo, 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 woo. Caused my period to come. Anyway, my husband isn't as outgoing, and he doesn't share like I do, but I share it for him, so he doesn't have to worry about it. The only thing he said to me the other night was like, he doesn't mind me sharing about it, but he doesn't want me to like make it like it's his fault, because it's not, you know. And that's why I try to tell you guys, like, my husband, it's not his fault. It's like the way I feel, you know, like he loves me. He loves me. He just doesn't ever want you guys to think that he's like not a good person to me or treats me bad or anything like that, because he doesn't. A lot of the reasons, you know, when we have like a hard time or something like that, a lot of the times it's because of like my emotions and stuff like that. And the whole sex thing, it has been, you know, a little bit of an issue, and we have talked about it before. But we talked about it a lot, and you know, it made me think about Neil he hasn't gone to the doctor. He's supposed to get a checkup. He needs to go get his everything checked, you know. So he has to get back on his medications and stuff. So he's going to get a doctor's appointment, and he'll get on testosterone, and then he'll feel so much better. You know what I mean? Because that's the problem. Neil needs to be on testosterone. He is a lot like some of you guys are. You know how you feel embarrassed to share? That's how Neil is. He's just like you guys are. He's afraid of what people will think if he shares. And I think that's what keeps a lot of people from sharing truth and stuff like that in their lives, is the shame of what will other people think if I say this? You know? I think so. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I might just do 2 interviews this week. I'm gonna message Allison and see what day she wants to do it this week, and then that way I can keep the next person for the same Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I just needed to like sleep this weekend, y'all. I just really can't, I don't want to be bothered with like having to be interviewing somebody, because I want their interview to be good, and I don't want to not feel good doing it. You know what I mean? Because then I give it a half-assed kind of deal, and then you can tell. You know. Like, you can tell when I'm not feeling like my best. I want to have my makeup on, and I want to stay up there and talk with everybody, you know, for a while and laugh and have a good time. You know? Oh, hey, Black Widow. I'm sorry. I've seen your comments. Yeah, so they said it's because I was reusing content. So I didn't think that was a bad thing because I had actually messaged these people and got permission to share their stories. So what YouTube would have wanted me to do was to somehow edit myself into the video, I guess at the beginning, and say, hey guys, this is so-and-so story, blah, 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 and then it goes to their story. And so that's why they took my monetization away. But it's kind of crazy though, because like I said, they've never struck my channel or given me any kind of warning or anything like that for any of those videos. And those videos have been up there for over 1 year. So I think it's kind of, I just think it says a lot about how they probably saw that those videos were doing hella fucking good and going viral. And so that's what happened. They don't want to have to pay out for it, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? What happened to B? No, I don't know what happened to her. Why? No, I didn't see anything. Were y'all talking about it? Like, where's the damn... It was like just one email I got from YouTube. And it said, where's it at? Like I said, it's not a big deal though. I get, it's not a big deal. Where's it at? I'm trying to find the damn email, y'all. Because I want to read it to y'all because it was just so crazy. It was out of nowhere. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Okay. It just said, all of a sudden I get an email that says, your channel is no longer eligible to monetize. Learn how to reapply. During a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the videos you've uploaded to your channel, Discovering Nicole. We found that a significant portion of your channel is not in line with YouTube, which is a bunch of bullshit ass lies. There's 3,000 fucking videos on this YouTube channel. There was 5 videos that y'all wanted me to take down. As of today, your channel is not eligible to monetize and you will not have access to monetization tools. Please go to your monetization page to read more about specific policies. We know this is tough news and sometimes we have to make difficult decisions. We have a responsibility to ensure our community is safe. That's why you'll be able to reapply in 30 days. So that's just what I'm going to do. Okay, it's on my Patreon, Kit. It's on my Patreon. Oh, I don't think it had anything to do with Jessica Kent. I really don't, you guys. I mean, they would have had, like, honestly, yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with them. I really don't. I mean, if it did, if they did do that and they thought that they were going to do something that was going to, like, ruin my life, they needed to know I was barely making shit from this channel anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, seriously, I was barely making $200, if that, from this channel every month. I'll show you guys my deposits, okay? Like, the videos that I make, the reason why I don't make money off my channel is because I don't make short form content that's like 10-minute videos that are just like psh, boom, and that way people don't watch them all the way through because I'm on here for like hours at a time. If I was actually trying to make money from YouTube, I wouldn't live stream for hours like I do. Okay, that's not what you do on YouTube. To make money from YouTube, you post pre-recorded, already edited content that people can watch the video all the way through, watch the ads, and that's how you title your videos a certain way, so that way they're picked up in the YouTube algorithm. You use certain words in the titles, you use certain tags. It's all about search engine optimization. And I wasn't doing any of those things. I made this channel because I love being with you guys. I love having a community of people and fellowship. I like hanging out and talking shit and being funny and talking about recovery and talking about drugs and all kinds of shit, If it was never about me trying to be a millionaire, for sure. If it was, I would have listened to my boss. My boss is a YouTube person. He has almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. If I was really trying to make money on my YouTube channel, I would have listened to my boss, But it wasn't about that, man. It was just about a community, and fellowship. So, I know Foodie Beauty was making $30K a month. You know why she was making so much, you guys? Because she made it to where only members could communicate in her live streams. So, what I could do is I could totally shut down all lives and say the only way you can be in a live stream with us is if you join my Patreon. But what is that going to do? Shut everybody out so nobody can fucking participate? That's not right. I don't want to make it to where nobody can participate. You know what I mean? That's why I did that's why we do our Friday patron and member only videos. Because we still have our patron and members only time, but it's not just so much that nobody can be a part of it. We all are going to be together no matter what, and then we have our separate time. I just wanted it to be fair, But, if I was like Foodie Beauty and this was my paycheck and this is how I put the lights on in my house, then I understand, So the way it can help me, like I said, is if you're a patron, that helps me a lot. If you want to throw me $1 on Cash App every now and then, that helps me. But that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Okay, just be a patron. Like I said, it's $2. Become a patron, and that would help me a lot. If everybody that watches my channel became a Patreon, we would be in good standing, honey. If 1,000 of you guys became a Patreon, imagine that. That's $2 a person. Hey, Jet, that would be cool. That would be awesome. A cooking channel? Yeah, that's awesome. And listen to me, you guys. Patreon is just like a way to support me, So, I'll put the Patreon link in here. Sorry, guys. But please don't feel obligated to do any of those things. Please don't, y'all. I don't want y'all to ever feel like you have to do anything, all right? If you do, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I do work a full-time job, and my husband does also. So we both work really, really hard. I guess I should put it up here in this area, shouldn't I? Let me put all these links together on the pinned chat thingamajigger. Hold on, I'm about to make a whole thing with just links for y'all on the pinned chat. But like I was saying, I appreciate y'all's support, whatever support. If it just means coming and hanging out with us, that's all you can do, that's fine too. Okay? So don't be upset for me, because I was upset because of the principle. Do you know what I'm saying? I was upset more because of the fact that they didn't give me a warning or anything like that. I thought that was pretty grimy of them. Because at least let me know what I did wrong, before you take my shit away. But no, not YouTube. Hey boy, what you yelling about over there? Oh, they're on. Okay. Will you make me some of that cheesy rice you're making yourself? There, I put it all together for y'all. But I just don't. I like making my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna still make YouTube videos. Okay, don't feel bad. It's okay. And like I said, I'll get it back together. I just got to go through my channel and take down any videos I have that I didn't personally make, which are not any regular videos. They're only shorts. I don't have any regular videos that I, you know, I don't just put up people's videos to like take credit for them either. You know what I mean? Like, those videos were people's stories about addiction and recovery. That's why I shared them, because they were important, I thought. Like this video right here, I'm going to have to take this one down. And I thought it was so funny, the Sober Living Be Like video, because that's not my video, you know? I think that's fucked up. Like, they should let you share that shit on shorts at least, I think. But, I mean, you can look, all these videos are mine. It's not like I had a million other people's videos on my thing. You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. It's like, that's why I'm a little pissed off, because I didn't have like 20 million videos and taking credit for these videos, right? Like, it was just a couple of videos, but they went viral. And that's what the problem was. They went fucking viral. If they didn't go viral, I bet you YouTube would have never said nothing about it. But anyway, learn from my mistake, okay, guys? Learn from my mistake. I don't want y'all to get y'all shits taken down, all right? Oh, hell, look at me. Cindy, oh, thanks, Cindy. I see you, girl. You just joined. I see all y'all that are just joining. Thank you for coming in and being a patron, y'all. And if I can be a patron of yours, send me the link on here. Send me a message with your link, Cindy, if you got a patron too, okay? If any of you guys have Patreons that y'all want me to join, I'll join y'all's too, okay? But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this time of this hard time. It's only a 30-day little... April 15th, I can reapply for monetization. So when I reapply, what we're going to do is I'm going to go live and I'm going to set my phone up, and we're going to go through all my videos and make sure that, you know, there's 3,000 videos on this channel almost. We're going to go through all three of my videos and make sure they're all mine, okay? And then we'll reapply. And there's no reason why YouTube won't approve me, because I've never done anything wrong, you know? So it'll be okay. No big deal. But, okay, let me think about what else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, yeah. So, we talked about the sex. I didn't realize how many of you guys were having the same problems I was having, you know? And it's not even like, I just felt I felt so rejected by my husband. You know, that's what was wrong. It made me feel like he didn't love me. And that's why I was so emotional the other day, because I thought... that I was like, I thought he didn't want to be with me anymore. It's important to me to have sex with my husband, you know, and I feel like that is like I feel like to have a healthy relationship, it's important to have intercourse with your spouse. What do y'all think? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. And I feel like, you know, it's not like we're always doing it, so it's not like I was overwhelming him, you know, and so that's why I was so upset. I gotta put on a bra, y'all, because I'm real uncomfortable without it, so hold on just a second. But then I was embarrassed a little bit, because I thought I was the only person who was feeling that way, and I was so upset that morning. I went live on Facebook, and I just let it all out, and that's when I realized, holy shit, I'm not the only person who feels like this. There's a lot more people that are going through the same thing. And a lot of people on my TikTok commented things like, well, just get off Suboxone. And that's a great idea, but it's not that easy, right? So I have been on Suboxone, you guys, since I started my recovery journey. I'll tell y'all a little bit about me that don't know. I have been trying to get sober for 10 years, okay? In and out of Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. And I was an IV drug user. I was shooting up meth. I was shooting up cocaine. I was shooting up Dilaudid, morphine, roxicodone, all kinds of drugs, okay? And so I wasn't just addicted to one type of drug. I was addicted to multiple drugs. I was addicted to polysubstance use. I was addicted to... multiple different substances. So when I tried to get sober all the time, I would get sober and I would do really well, but I would always end up relapsing on, you know, one of those drugs. Well, I had went into AA and NA. I had been to like 8 different rehabs. I had been to sober living, all these different kinds of programs. And I kept on relapsing every single time. Every time I would relapse. And well, after relapsing so many times and feeling like a failure, you start to kind of give up hope. And that's what was happening to me. I was giving up hope that I could ever be sober. I thought, well, maybe sobriety is just not for me. Maybe I'll just die like this, Maybe I'll die a drug addict. And that's what I thought.
Careful, it's really hot.
I thought I'm just going to die with a needle hanging out of my arm. So when I met Neil in 2012, we were both poly addicts. We both had drug addictions to multiple substances, And we fell in love. He was my best friend, and I was more addicted to stimulants than he was, and he was more addicted to opiates than I was. So when we got together, we like crossed over, and I started shooting more opiates, and he started doing more stimulants. So we were just like crazy, right? Well, in 2013, we got pregnant with my little boy, and I didn't think I would ever be able to change my life, and I tried so hard, and I failed. And so after I gave birth to my son, I tried to stay sober. I think I stayed sober for like 90 days after Nate was born. And I relapsed. I relapsed after Nate was born. And I was in my active addiction for a year while my son was a baby. And I was supposed to be taking care of him, And I was so fortunate that my mother and father-in-law, we all lived together in the house that I used to live in. If you guys used to watch my channel before November of last year, you would have seen that I lived in a 2-story house. Well, that house was my mother and father-in-law's, and we all lived in it while they were building, or not building, but buying their new house. Before they moved into it, we all lived in there together. Well, the first year of my son's life, I was actively using drugs, and my mother-in-law was taking care of my son for me. And so me and Neil would leave for like days at a time. And of course, my son would be with his Gigi and Papa. So my best friend called CPS on me because we had a huge fight. We had a huge fight because she owed me some money. She owed me $30. And I wanted to get high, so I needed that $30. Well, she was like, I'm not going to give it to you. And so me and Neil called her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a cop. And so I called her boyfriend. She's a drug addict too. She's a crackhead. I'm a meth head. We're just all meth, crack, opiates, everything. But she was dating this cop who was married. So I called her cop boyfriend and I was like, hey, Tara owes me $30. Will you pay it back to me? And he goes, sure, come on down and get it. So me and my husband just drove down and got it from him because he was on the job. He was patrolling that night, and he was at the grocery store. So me and Neil went and got the $30 and didn't think anything about it. Well, Tara called me that night, and she goes, bitch, I'm calling CPS on you. And I was like, no, you're not. Quit playing. I didn't think anything of it. Well, she did. She called CPS on me. And I guess they had came out by the house a couple times, but me and Neil, nobody was there. I had just gotten a job. I was an assistant manager at McDonald's. And Neil was working overnights at Kimberly Clark. Kimberly Clark was like this place that made like tampons, toilet paper, and all kinds of stuff like that. Neil hated it. You hated working that job, didn't you?
Yeah, it sucked. It was 12-hour shifts, and we would work like 3 days in a row, and then have like 2 days off, and then work 4 days in a row, and then have 3 days off. It was weird.
It sucked. It sucked. And I actually went into labor when Neil was at his job at Kimberly Clark. I was like, hey, I think I'm going to have a baby. And my back felt like, it felt like somebody was taking an ice pick and stabbing me in my lower back and dragging the ice pick across. So I knew I was going into labor. I just didn't know how long it was going to take. Luckily for him, I didn't have my baby until like midnight that night. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. We went all the way through the day. Then by 8 o'clock that night, we went to the hospital, and I had Nathaniel by 1 o'clock in the morning. It was July 4th when I had him. I went into labor on July 3rd, and July 4th morning I had him. But anyway, that was crazy. So the CPS had came by, but we weren't there. Well, they finally caught up with me because they left a note, and I called them because I was like, what the hell? And so I called them. I was like, hey, this is Nicole. You guys came up by my house and left a note, and they told me I had to come down there. So I went down there, and this is where I fucked up. I should have told them, see y'all later. I'm going to get a lawyer. I didn't. I thought that they were there to help me. So I told them everything. I told them that I had been struggling with addiction for, 20 years. I told them that, I love my son and I want to get better. I told them everything because I thought that they were going to help me. I thought they were going to help me get treatment and everything. Boy, was I wrong. So they said, okay, and they sent me along my way. I failed my drug test for opiates and benzos, no meth. And they came over and drug tested Neil. He failed for the same thing, but he had a prescription for benzo, so it wasn't a big deal. Anyway, they used everything I told them to build a case against me, and they didn't help me with anything. I had to find my own treatment. I had to do it all on my own. Every single thing I told them out of my mouth was written down and used against me in the court of law. Everything. My husband told them nothing. They would ask him something, he'd say, it's none of your business. And they couldn't hold my husband, sorry y'all. They couldn't make my husband do the things that they were making me do. They made me go to treatment. Neil just basically had to stay sober. Shit, I'm spitting rice. Just basically had to stay sober. They wanted him to do outpatient. He did it. He did outpatient real quick. And then basically everything was on me. He went to parenting classes with me, but it was really on me to do everything because they were holding me, they were mad. Basically, it was my fault for opening my fat ass trap. Okay, if I had shut the fuck up, his parents would have got us a lawyer and we probably would have never had to go through that shit. But anyway, it ended up me and my husband were able to kick ass and take names and get our son back. If we hadn't had been able to get our shit together, we would have lost custody of our son because they were trying to keep our son from us. They were trying to say that we were not fit to be parents, okay? They were trying to get me diagnosed with bipolar disorder when I did not have bipolar disorder. I mean, they were trying to do a lot of really shady ass shit. So basically, but we worked really hard and we got our shit together. But I know there's a lot of other families that they can't do that or they don't have the support, And so they really tried to do us dirty. They really, really did. But we fought our asses off and got Nate back. It was the worst experience of my whole entire life. I wouldn't wish it upon nobody. And that's why I got so mad when all those people were talking about Jessica and talking about CPS. You guys don't understand. I don't see what the question is. What was the question, Kimmy? I didn't see it, baby. I didn't see your question, honey.
Remember what I did with his Oculus receipt? Is it in your purse or something? Because I'm thinking, didn't we get insurance on it?
Probably.
So
Where's my purse at? It's right there. Give me my wallet. I'll look in there and see if I have it.
Okay. I was thinking it might have been in the box, but I didn't see it in there. And I was trying to think of any other places that I would have put it.
I mean, do you really need the receipt if you got it from Walmart?
Well, I looked on my Walmart app and I must have. Well, I had a different.
I don't think I got the receipt for that,
I had
baby.
a different phone number.
I think I got rid of it. Yeah, because I cleaned out my purse a long time ago. I don't think you gave me the receipt for it, though, babe. Why? Can you not just exchange it? Is that,
I mean, it's just one controller. I just don't know if it needs.
how much is the controller?
Well, I've been looking on them. Like, I mean, they range anywhere from $90 to $100 and something.
Oh, that's not bad.
One controller, though.
I know, but it's still.
I mean,
See if we can't take it to those dudes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What are you doing in here?
Yeah, I haven't seen the question. My friend got so discouraged with CPS, she gave up. Said they're not supporting like they should be. They discourage people. It's BS. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. CPS, they came to me and told me that they were going to help me find treatment, that they were going to set us up with like some kind of parental support and all this stuff. It was all lies. I mean, they were horrible to me. Horrible. Okay? They were saying things to me like, you know, I don't deserve to have my son, that I'm not a good mom. I mean, it was horrible. They didn't know me from fucking Adam. I was a great mom. My son, listen to me. Listen to me when I tell you all this. Yes, I was on drugs. I never, ever put my kid in harm's way. I wasn't that kind of mom. Okay? I had fucking family support. Me and my husband would get high, and we would go and we'd leave Nate with his mom, and his mom would watch Nate, and they would be spending time with him, and we'd be running amok, right? Like, I didn't take Nate to the dope man's house. Me and Neil weren't all like that. Yes, I was under the influence. I was wrong for that. I should not have been on drugs, taking care of a small child, and I realized that, right? But I wasn't like, I want people to understand that. Me and Neil weren't living in a trap house. We were living in a nice, big-ass fucking 2-story mansion with his mom and dad. You know, like, it was nothing like that if that's what y'all are thinking, you know? The only thing that I was wrong for was using substances that were not prescribed to me, you know?
I do have it on my phone. I just missed it.
I do believe that they should have allowed my son to go with family. You know? I believe that them coming into my life was the wake-up call that was like, wait a second, I've got to make a change. And I believe that they should have just placed my son with his grandma and grandpa, and I would have still went to treatment and done all the same shit. What I don't like about CPS is that they caused my son unnecessary traumas. Okay, they put my son somewhere because they didn't have nowhere for him to go. When they took Nathaniel away from me, they promised me that they had a place for him to go, a house for him to go, because they wouldn't let him go with his grandma and grandpa because they're pieces of shit, because they wanted to take money, because they wanted to get paid for my son. And if they placed him with family, they wouldn't get to get paid. So they had nowhere for my son to go. They placed my son in a respite home with 15 other babies. Okay? A respite home. Do you know what that is? It's like a place where it's like a nursing home for babies. Okay? And so he had nobody for 2 weeks. Can you imagine waking up? CPS is a horrible, 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 horrible place. Okay? And that's why when I see people saying stupid shit online and threatening people with CPS, like, y'all don't understand. You're hurting the baby more than you're hurting the parent when you do that. You know? So, hold on, I'm trying to see else. Okay, do you think you would have quit if you did? Oh, yeah, so if I hadn't had that wake-up call, I don't know where we'd be today. So I believe them, like, coming into my life was a wake-up call for me, but I don't think that he had to be taken from me for me to wake up. Just finding that door, that fucking note on the door was good enough for me. Because I had never had anything like that in my life happen. The day I found that note from CPS, y'all, I knew it was over. I said, you should see me. I called my husband. I was like, it's over. We're getting sober. That's it. We are never going to be able, it's it. This is it. This is the real deal. Because we had never had anything like that happen before, you know? So, but I do believe that, you know, my son getting, you know, taken away from me or placed with another family member or something like that would have just been just as much of a wake-up call. Right. They didn't do what was in my son's best interest. That's what I'm trying to say. And they do that to a lot of people, y'all. They don't do what's in the child's best interest for a lot of people. They end up causing more harm. What would have been in my son's best interest was to be put with family. It took me 1 year to get my son back. And y'all, he stayed in that respite home for 2 weeks. Then he went into another home. Guess what happened? 2 weeks later, that family went on vacation and couldn't take him. So he had to go back into a respite home. Then they finally found a home for my son to be with, a family. And I'm so grateful for that family because they were a good family. But my baby had to be in limbo for like a month, you know? So, y'all, what happened to B? I'm seeing y'all's comments and I have no idea. What are y'all talking about? What happened? Let me see if I can find her on my... She's not... I didn't get any, like, I didn't get, like, a private message from her or anything. You think she's okay? Maybe she just didn't want to be in there anymore, y'all. I mean, that's okay, you know. If somebody doesn't want to be in there, I understand. We do talk. Y'all do talk a lot in there. Maybe she was tired of the notifications. I don't know. Do I have her phone number? I think I might have her cell phone number. Hold on, y'all. Damn it, I thought I had. Yep, I got her phone number. Okay, I just texted her to see if she's okay. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I just texted her. I mean, I think if there was something really bad wrong or she was upset, she would have told me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I what? Hey, Kevin. Why wouldn't I come back to YouTube? Just because I'm not getting paid? Y'all don't know me. Y'all must not know me. I'm fixing to tell her. B, if you thought I was going to leave YouTube just because I wasn't getting paid, you must not know me very well. You know I'm going to be still making videos. Fuck that motherfucking bullshit. Now come over here to the live because we're all talking. Love you. Bye. Just because I'm not getting paid doesn't mean I'm not going to make videos, you guys. I thought it's never been about making money for me, ever. Okay? Oh, they denied my appeal. Hey, Kevin, what's up, baby? Kevin, I got demonetized. My whole channel. My whole channel's demonetized now. So, I can reapply in April, though, so it's not a big deal. You guys, listen to me when I tell you all this, okay? I would never leave YouTube just because I'm not getting paid. Okay, like, excuse me. Yeah, I was making videos for years. I had posted some people's, on my shorts. I had like 4 or 5 shorts that were going viral. And they were other people's stories. And so what I would do is I would reach out to people on TikTok when I would see like a really inspirational addiction recovery story. And I would reach out to them and say, hey, I seen your story on TikTok. I would love to share your video on my YouTube channel. And I'd ask permission. They said, yeah. And so I would put their video on my channel. And I didn't think it would be anything wrong with that because it was just a short and it's been on there for over a year. Well, apparently you're not supposed to do that. It's called reusing content. So instead of like messaging me and telling me to take it down or striking my channel, no, they couldn't do any of that. They just fucking demonetized my whole channel, which is pretty fucked up if you ask me. But like I told everybody here, I wasn't making that much money anyway because like I said, I go live a lot and like people don't watch my videos all the way through because they're so long, you know? So, you found it?
Yeah, I found the thing on there, but I think at the time, I can't remember, because remember how we went in the first time and bought it?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a used one, so we had to take it back and they gave us a new one, so they had to like redo it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I got the little protection plan with it, because I know we've got it on both of our watches, on his microphone for some microphone that he had, and on the TV. But I don't think on that. But at the same time, it's only been however many
Nate
months.
broke his damn Oculus control because you know he plays
I just
it.
don't know if it's like if it needs to be.
Just take it down to those guys and have them look at it. They're like geniuses, you know. There's these guys we take all of our electronics to, and they repair them. They're really smart. And one of his controls is not working now, so you know that throws a total wrench in Nate's game because he is literally addicted to on that Oculus. It's like he will come off of that thing, y'all, pouring sweat because he's been fighting like in real time on that damn thing. He'll take his little mask off, his little cheeks will be red, his little face is wet. Because he's over there fighting to the death. Yeah, it's just one of them. Yeah, I was making like, honestly, Kevin, the most I've ever made from my YouTube revenue was last month, and it was $382. Normally, it's about $150 to $250 a month, if that. But this next month, I was about to make $500, you know, because I had been really making a lot of content lately, you know. Yeah, you can't do super chats or nothing, but you can send me money to my Cash App, which is $Nicole P 7414, or send me a PayPal to www.paypal.me/recovery-journey. Or you could become a patron, which is patreon.com/discovering Nicole. Yeah, it was going to be like $500 this month. Yeah. So they were going to have to pay me the most they've ever had to pay me. And I think that they noticed that. They probably noticed that and said, hold up, let's see what's going on with this girl's channel. Yeah, I'll probably get it back on in April. Hey, Clary, thanks for becoming a Patreon, baby. I'll get it back on in April. They said I can reapply April 15th. So it'll be okay. Exactly. I'm the RJ. Good looking out. It's better if y'all do the Cash App stuff anyway, because then YouTube can't take any of the money. So when I do get my shit back, I'm not going to turn on that stuff because I don't want YouTube getting any money from me. Like, I have put so much in on this fucking app that I can't even believe they do me like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, no warning at all. They didn't even give me a strike, dude. Hey, Ray, what's up, girl? I love you, too. I saw your comment on my last video. I wanted to tell you I appreciate it. And I know how you feel, and we're all in it together, and we're all going through it together. Oh, all my Patreons are the same except for the lower tiers. The lower tiers are where I do, like, recovery coaching. The ones that are, like, $45. Because my Patreon is just us, y'all. The thing that, and if you do, the thing that we do on Patreon is like our live streams that are like private live streams every Friday. But if you're somebody who joins, to get recovery coaching, I let you pick when you want to do our Zoom calls. And like Jessica, my love, she is just supposed to call me so we can do her Zoom call, but she's been busy lately. But like, I'm always available for you to call me or text me when we are doing coaching and stuff together. Like, you'll have my cell phone number and everything. Yeah, I think you do, Megan. I think you download the app. Yeah, like I have all my videos in there. There's a bunch of videos in there. If you go back to I was watching some videos from the very beginning when I first started my channel, y'all. And I just really feel good about the way the channel's been going. I feel like I've gotten to a place where I feel really good about talking about. You don't have to get the app, but if you do, you guys, let me show you. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, inside Patreon. All right, and I see you just join, honey. Let me show y'all something. Okay, Chris. Okay, I got you, baby. Chris, I didn't know that was you. Damn it, I gotta remember that you have two. You have this account and then the other account on Facebook. Okay, so on the Patreon app, look, see, these are all videos, y'all. Okay, there's like 400. All right, that you get access to when you download the app. So you can go all the way back to like 3 years ago and watch my videos from 3 years ago. So yeah. Well, I feel like what I was going to tell you guys is I feel like, I used to be, so y'all always say like, I wish I could share like you could, Nicole. I wish I can be transparent like you can. But when I used to first start my channel, I shared a lot then, but I feel like I was still kind of scared then to share a lot of stuff. Now I just share stuff because I have really, really, really learned over the last, 5 years of my recovery that sharing things and not being ashamed to share how I feel really helps me so much. And I cannot stress enough to you guys, like, who gives a fuck what people on the internet think about me? Do you know how, like, if I sat up at night and I thought about all the people who talk shit about me all the time online, I would never go to sleep. You know what I mean? I had a message today in my Instagram DMs from some troll account. I don't even know who it was. And this person's like, Mindy's not really your friend. You think, and I'm just like, who is this person? Like, are they in my life? Like, I don't even know who this person is, and that just goes to show you that some of these people, they stay up at night thinking about whether or not I'm really friends with Mindy, or they're still talking about this bullshit that we all left behind in last week, I left all that crap behind last week with Jessica Kent because people were taking things to the next level. Commenting about my job? Are you fucking serious? You know what I mean? You don't ever fucking talk about my motherfucking job. You don't ever fucking talk about my boss, okay? My boss is like my fucking dad to me. I'm very protective over him. And so when I see people like try to say rude ass shit about Dr. B or try to say rude ass shit about me working for him, it motherfucking makes the fire in me come out. Okay? Because I'm protective over that man. That man saw potential in me when no one else would. That man gave me an opportunity to work in treatment when nobody else would because I was on Suboxone. So the respect that I have for Dr. B is nobody could ever trump the respect I have for Dr. B and how much I look up to him and how much I appreciate him and how much I count on him. Right? And so when people started coming from my job, started saying stuff like that, y'all, fuck that. Y'all lost me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want no part of that. And so that's why I dropped all that shit. Like, I don't want to talk about it, dude. Like, people cannot have healthy conversations without trying to hurt people in real life. You know what I mean? Like, we can not like Jessica and say that we don't like what she's doing, but that doesn't mean we call CPS on her. That doesn't mean that we say she's a bad mom. That doesn't mean that we attack her looks. Like, people were literally doing that. And it's like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't do that. I don't do that, And that's what makes me so mad with people on YouTube. It's like, or any platform, they take it to the next level, I love Dr. B too, y'all. He's the best. They took it low and hit dirty. Exactly. And here's the thing with me. When you comment about real life shit, I'm going to go the fuck off. I am going to go the fuck off. I don't care who it is, where we're at, what we're doing. If we're on a live stream talking about Jesus, if somebody comes in there and talks about my job, my kid, my husband, or my friends in real life, I'm going ape shit on your motherfucking ass. So you better watch out and be ready. Hey, Nick. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody here knows, like, I don't mince words. I don't fucking I say what I mean. I always have. Okay. And like, I work hard to do my job for Dr. B. It has nothing to do with what I do on my YouTube channel. And I think that's where a lot of people, they don't understand. I'm not working like some corporate job where there's rules about social media. You know, there's no rule in my job that says I can't talk shit on social media. There's no rule in my job that says I'm not allowed to post certain things. That has nothing to do with the job that I do. You know, now if I was working for Hallmark still, absolutely, you could call my job, probably get me fired. You know, but not anymore, honey. You know, I remember somebody tried to do that to me back when I was working for Hallmark. Back when I was working for Hallmark, before I got my job working for Dr. B, there was a lady that I worked with, and she knew I had a YouTube channel. And she knew that I would take a break and do my morning meditation with you guys when I would first get to Hallmark in the morning. I would get to the store, I would not clock in, and I would do a morning meditation with you guys right there in the card aisle. This bitch turned me into fucking corporate, trying to get me fired from my job, not knowing that I hadn't even clocked in yet. You know what I mean? And so I'm self-employed too. It's considered a 1099. I'm a self-employed person too. So when people do stuff like that to me, it's like, come on now, y'all. Yeah, Carrie, you remember. Okay, it's the video of that lady doing that to me is probably still up on this channel way back in the beginning of my channel. But yeah, she tried to get me fired. And it's like, you guys, listen to me. If I was do you really think that if I was doing something wrong that I could get in trouble for, that I would be doing it here online for God and everybody to see? You know, like, come on now, man. Come on. Use your brains a little bit. Do you know how many times people have tried to get me fired from my job with Dr. B? So many times I've lost fucking count. In 2021, a woman sent a cease and desist letter to Dr. B's medical office in California, but it was addressed to me. In 2021, a woman DM'd Dr. B on Instagram, telling him what a horrible person I was and how I was a danger to the recovery community. Guess who checks his Instagram messages? Me. In 2022, a woman emailed Dr. B to tell him what a horrible person I am. Guess who checks his email? Me. Guess who all of his stuff comes to? Me. You know? And so I screenshot it and I send it to him. And I'm like, hey, just to let you know, this person wanted to tell you about me. And then we read it together and we get a good kiki and then we end our day. But anything that goes to him goes through me first. So the one lady on TikTok, the therapist lady, she was so mad because I called her out in front of everybody. And I said, you're messaging Dr. B, but don't even know that I'm literally handle all of his stuff. I'm the person who you have to go through me to get to him. You know what I mean? So like, do you not understand that? Like, you just sent a letter about myself to myself, about me to me, you know? And here's the thing, you guys, I am a good enough employee that I would never hide that from him. I take those letters that people send about me, those comments that they make about me, I screenshot them and I send them to him directly because I want him to know, like, I will never hide anything from him. You know what I mean? I have nothing to hide. Dr. B wouldn't trust me to do the things that I do at his medical office if he thought that I would lie to him. And I have proved that to him over and over and over again. You know, I have access to people's medical records. I have access to prescriptions. I've had access to his DEA number. I have all that, you guys. And I'm a recovering drug addict. And I have proved to him that I'm trustworthy because I would never, ever take his information and use it to do anything bad. You know what I'm saying? And so what I don't think people understand is that, like, I have worked so hard to get to where I am today. I would never risk my job for some bullshit. You know what I mean? It's so funny. We were, Sherry, we were just laughing about that the other day. And you can imagine my surprise when I'm going through his emails and I find an email from somebody who is like smiling in my face every single day, and then sends him an email to tell them how much of a bad person I am. And 9 times out of 10, you guys, it's because they didn't get the response that they wanted from me or from him. 9 times out of 10, it's like a disgruntled patient who got mad because he won't prescribe them benzos or something. You know what I mean? Or it's a person who got mad because I have a job working where I work and they don't think I deserve to have the position. You know, which is like, why would you think that? You know, and it's other people who take like my job out of context and act like I'm like a doctor or something when I'm not, you know? Hey Sandra, what's up, girl? So yeah, I try to remember that a lot of people, they don't understand. Like, I think a lot of people think that the job that I have is like a profession. The way I got my job was because of social media, okay? And the way I got my job was because of the channel, because they found me here. They found me here being myself, okay? They were interviewing me when I didn't even know they were interviewing me, because they were watching me and they were watching my content and they were watching the kind of person I am and how would I respond to things? How do I treat people? What do I try to do? And what do I do here? I try to help people here. I try to lift other people up. I try to inspire people. I try to encourage people, you know? But every now and then somebody will get out of pocket and I will pop all the way off. But that's because I have a lot of respect for myself today. I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at, you know? I have almost 8 years sober in July. It takes a lot of work to get to where I've gotten. I've done a lot of healing on the inside also. And so, you know, just because I am in recovery doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to stick up for myself, you know? So anyways, look how much I love this lip gloss that I told y'all about. Look at it. It's almost gone. Carrie, did you get a knot or something where you got your shot? Really, Sandra? That's great. Oh, they demonetized it because I had some videos up that they called reusing videos. They were other people's stories on my shorts. I didn't know you couldn't do that. So I can reapply to April though. It's not a big deal. At first I was really pissed off about it because I felt like it was like, I thought, did somebody do this to me? But then the more I looked at it, the more I thought about it, I was like, no, nobody did this to me. You know what I mean? This was my own fault for not reading the community guidelines. I fucked up, y'all. I fucked up. Okay, let's see who else joined. Thank you guys for joining my Patreon. I really appreciate it, for real. Chris, Clary, and Stealthy Queen Cindy. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Melba. Let me see what you're saying, girl. I was getting off track there a little bit, wasn't I? 50% off the first visit and then regular price. Oh, hey, Melba. Yes. So it's 50% off the first visit, which makes your first visit, I think it's 45 or 49. I can't remember. Whatever, 89, 45. So it'll be 44.50, I think is what it costs for your first appointment. Now, if you've already been on Suboxone and you've already had a Suboxone doctor and you're just transitioning from your old doctor to Recovery Delivered, they will put you on a monthly regimen where you're only going to see them once a month, and that will be $89 a month after that first appointment. if you're a new patient and you've never been put on Suboxone before, you will pay $45 for your first appointment. They will put you on a bi-weekly thing. And then so in 2 weeks, you'll have to see them again. Now, this is where it's a little bit more expensive for new patients. That in 2 weeks, you'll see them again, and it'll be $75. Okay? And so you'll have to see them every 2 weeks like that for the first 6 weeks. But then after that, you'll just go to monthly, and it'll be $89 a month. It's really a good deal for people that are wanting to transfer from being a Suboxone person already, because it's just but if you're a brand new patient, I think it's like, so that's what, it's like $300 for that first month if you're a new patient. You know what I'm saying? If you can show them that you had a prescription for Suboxone before, though, they might be able to use you and grandfather you in under the 30-day one. So just ask them. They might be able to work that out for you. What's your question, Rob? So yeah, they do drug tests, you guys. The way they do their drug tests is they do a mouth swab. You do it on video with your doctor. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can go to a lab in your area and have the lab send it to Recovery Delivered. But most people just go on Amazon. They buy a bulk load of the mouth swabs. They'll tell you which ones on Amazon to get. And then whenever you sign on a video with your doctor, they have you do the swab in front of them. Easy peasy chicken deasy. I love Recovery Delivered. Like, I really am hoping, like, all the telehealth stuff that's going around. Now, the whole thing with telehealth is they're not going to stop it, but what they were saying was if they do pass this law or whatever it is, you'll have to see your doctor in person. So what they'll do is they'll make all the people in telehealth, they'll give you 180 days to see an in-person doctor, right? And then that doctor will have to refer you to the telemed doctor. So if you can see your telemed doctor in person, then they'll just refer you back to the telemed part. Yeah, it's nasty. Tastes like fucking shit. Tastes like orange shit balls. The reason why I spit out is because I don't swallow the spit. Whenever I used to swallow the spit, it would make me really fucking constipated. And when I can tell y'all something right now, I can handle a lot of things, but I cannot take it when I can't push a shit out. I have to shit every single day. If I do not shit every single day, I do not feel like a regular human. Okay? And so whenever I first started taking Suboxone, I was swallowing the spit, right? And when I tell y'all, I would be on the toilet for days trying to push a shit out. One time I pushed so hard, I popped a fucking blood vessel in my eyeball, and it looked like I got punched in the eye. It was bad. And so I went to my doctor, and I told him, man, I can't shit, and I'm having these horrible, horrible headaches. And he asked me, he said, are you swallowing the spit after you let your Suboxone dissolve? And I said, well, fuck yeah, I'm swallowing it. I don't want to waste it. And he laughed, and he said, you don't need to swallow it. That's just the filler and shit. And so I said, okay. And I stopped swallowing it. I started spitting it out. And I haven't been constipated since. Yeah, I will. Hold on, let me get my notepad. Hold on. You are going to be for May 11th, okay, Kevin? May 11th is your day. Kevin. Because what I've been trying to do is one person a week, y'all, so that way I don't overlap everybody. Now, this week, Molly and Allison are going to go the same week because I don't want to skip Allison, of course. But we're going to go Allison, Molly, Cassandra. Then April 6th is Kimmy. Then April 13th is Dana. April 20th is Rob. And April 27th is Kristen Burgess. And then May 4th is Selfie Queen Cindy. And then May 11th will be Kevin. Okay? Hey, Nick, are you still in here? Nick's going to be May 18th. He doesn't know it, but he is. Nick. Really? Mouthwash? Or why would they do that? Yeah, it'll be May 11th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? I'll send you a link like that week so that way you'll have it to join. And y'all, we have been having the best time on those interviews. Are they interesting? Do you guys like how I do the interviews, or do y'all not like it? No, I didn't add you, Donna, because you said you didn't want to tell your story in front of everybody. Are you going to tell it in front of everybody? Oh, you can get an appointment the same day or the next day, Melba. It's really fast. Just tell them that that you're coming from Nicole, and they'll get you in ASAP. All you gotta say is Nicole, and they will take you to the next level. Just say, I'm with Nicole, and they'll hook you up. Everybody I talk to, they tell me, I told them I was with Nikki or Nicole, and they took such good care of me. One girl told me, she said, I had gotten on there and I forgot to tell them. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm coming through Nicole. And then the next thing I know, they were seeing me in my appointment. And I was like, that makes me so happy to hear, y'all. There's 2 doctors up there that I work like really closely with, and it's Dr. Terry and Dr. Robin. And they are so amazing. Robin she works with a lot of the states too. Let me tell y'all what states Robin does. Because I talked to her on the phone, and I talked to Terry on the phone. But they are really awesome, and they will take good care of you. So Robin oversees, listen to all the states that she can prescribe in. New York, North Carolina, Virginia, Florida, Nevada, Connecticut, Arizona, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. So if you're in any of those states, she might be your doctor. Hey, Neil? Hey, Neil. Let me get this dog, y'all, because I don't want to pee it on the floor. Go lay down in your little bitty bee. I feel a lot better today, y'all, than I did the other day, because I was sick as shit the other day. And then, I start getting emotional because I'm on period, so I was like crying and thinking I'm a bad mom. I do that a lot. Are you playing too, Dad?
No, I'm trying to make it work, and I think I got it pretty better than I was.
Oh, really?
He's trying to.
What do y'all think about Neil's man bun? Isn't it cute?
That's your thumb.
Bro wants to me.
I probably like 6 months ago, I told him, you should grow your hair out, And he was like, really? I was like, yeah. So he started growing his hair out. He has long red hair. And it's so pretty, too.
You should have a heavy.
He has pretty red hair. Yeah, I love it. When I first, guys, I didn't realize this, but I kind of have a thing for redheads. And so, before I met my husband, I was dating another redhead named Joe, and then another redhead. So I've dated like 3 redheads. So I guess I like redheads.
Holy shit! You should not be his friend. You should not be his
Yeah, they have doctors in Texas. I just don't know what their names are. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Robin and Terry though. Some doctors will take the Suboxone shot and spit it out and use a little bit more. That's what Kevin's doctor did, y'all. His doctor made a smaller amount by just getting rid of some of it, which I thought was really awesome.
Wait. And let's just make him witness. We just crouch.
Which I think is like a really great thing to do because, like, why not? You know what I mean? So that way the person doesn't have to like get like what. There should be smaller shots, 50, 25, you know what I'm saying? And so make it on your own. That's the kind of doctor Dr. B is. Like, he would do something like that. Like, okay, we're going to try this. Let's see if we can make this work, you know? And that's cool to me. Like, they're willing to help you out and experiment with it so that way you can get what works for you, you know? I know, my doctor refused to, baby, so I totally understand. You know? Oh, Melba, I understand it. If you need help with it, you can always text me on my cell phone, okay? My cell phone number, I got a new cell phone number for those of you guys that need it. It's 501, I'll put it in the chat, 471-9455, okay? It's because I got a new phone number and I'm actually added to my husband's line now, so we're on the same plan. But I got the new Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is super fucking cool. It has this little thing right here where I can take notes. I'm gonna show y'all what it has. It's pretty fucking badass. But it has this really cool thing called AR Doodle. And like, I can just doodle stuff and write my name. I just love it. Oh, you can't see that, can y'all? I can though. Anyway, it has like this little doodle thing. It also has this thing where I can like paint stuff. And so like I can be here painting and stuff. It's just really cool. Of course I can take notes, Samsung Notes. You know, I could do live messages. What's that? Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. Take a new picture or video to write on. Oh, okay, cool. So I can do it like and write on. It's just all kinds of cool stuff. Now this camera though, y'all, is supposed to be so badass. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of the moon, because supposedly with these new cameras on the Samsungs, you could see like the ground of the moon. And yeah, my lips look like so bad, but I'm trying to get them unchapped. Look how good those teeth look on the bottom, y'all. You can't even tell I had a missing tooth, can you? Crazy. I have the new Google Pixel phone. Is this the phone you're talking about? Hold on a second. I hate it. My boss sent it to me. I hate it. It's too small. My boss gave it to me for a work phone, and I can't stand it, honestly. It's too small for my hands. I can't find it now, but it's a smaller phone. I really just don't like it. Anyways, what do y'all want to talk about? Hey Donna, I got your text just now. Let me read. Fix what? Yeah, I don't like them to be that small because my fingers are so fat. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like I'm like, ugh. You know who else is not paying anymore? Facebook and them are not going to do payments anymore on their stuff either, y'all. Let's read this comment about recovery delivered. Recovery delivered. Okay. Which I think is crazy. Want to select a bonus before sharing? Nope. I don't want a bonus on that one. At least I'm still getting paid on my Facebook and Instagram, but they're doing away with that in a month. They're going to get rid of Facebook and Instagram bonuses. So all these people who are like paying people to build their social medias aren't going to be able to get money from those places anymore. Who are you talking to?
All right, public service announcement. I work in treatment in a detail.
Okay, so he goes on to say that when they give people Suboxone, they're not getting better. It's fentanyl and xylazine that they're coming in off of to get better from. So a lot of times what's going on, you guys, is you're not waiting long enough to give them the Suboxone, okay? And second of all, that xylazine is not an opioid, okay? So you're going to give them Suboxone, and they still are having problems breathing and staying awake because they're under a sedative from the xylazine. So they need to have oxygen. They need to be heavily supervised and monitored. And so it takes more Suboxone to help get them. You know what I don't understand? People who act like they are they're still sedated, so you have to be super careful.
All right, public service announcement. I work
Hold
in
on.
treatment in a detail.
Okay, so he goes on to say that when they give people Suboxone, they're not getting better. It's fentanyl and xylazine that they're coming in off of to get better from. So a lot of times what's going on, you guys, is you're not waiting long enough to give them Suboxone, okay? And second of all, that xylazine is not an opioid, okay? So you're gonna get them. It makes me sad because like there's so many people who act like they support Suboxone, but they really don't. They really just are like saying that to be saying that. You know what I mean? Like this one guy who has like followed me forever on one of my posts where I was talking about a lot of people are saying that um, that Suboxone isn't working to get them off of this new trank dope, which is not true. Trank dope is this? It's just dope with a fucking sedative, with a tranquilizer. Okay, so it's just fentanyl and xylazine. Suboxone, I mean, Narcan still reverses the overdose of a fentanyl, okay? It's just that the person is sedated from that xylazine shit. And so this one guy was like going on TikTok saying that Suboxone doesn't work, yada, yada, yada. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that you have to wait longer to take it because the fentanyl analogs that people are taking now are staying in their system longer than what we were seeing last year and the year before that. So now you can't go by the 24-hour mark or the 48-hour mark. You have got to use the cow scale. You've got to use it. You've got to use the cow scale. You've got to have a doctor or a nurse that can like take your blood pressure and make sure that you're in full enough withdrawal to dose Suboxone. And so what I hate is when people act like they support Suboxone, but then in the next sentence they talk about how Suboxone isn't the answer. It's not the solution. I'm not saying that Suboxone is the solution at all, but I'm saying that it is fucking helping a lot of people, you know? No, Kelly, I haven't left my bed in 2 days. But that's what we're going to do. I might take you guys with me on like a vlog or something, like we might video it. But no one is saying that we're using Suboxone as a solution because it's not going to cure, right? It doesn't cure my addiction. It hasn't cured my addiction to meth. It hasn't cured my addiction to cocaine or Xanax or any of the other drugs, right? I have actively worked on healing. I have actively worked on changing my life for the better. Okay, Suboxone is just a tool that helped me, right? And it still helps me to this day. Like, I'm never going to lie to you guys, right? I truly believe that I'm the kind of person that needs to be on some kind of medication for the rest of my life. You know? And being on medication helps me be a better person. It helps me be a healthy version of myself. I cannot stand it when people act like they support something, but they really don't. They support it because it's the uh, correct, politically correct thing to do. But in the background, they think that we're cheating the system. They think that we're not in recovery. They think that we're taking the easy way out and all this bullshit. You know, I cannot tell you guys how many undercover people come to my channel and underneath the guise that they support it. You know, oh yeah, girl, sorry, I have had my period and I was in bed for 2 days. But it's okay, no big deal. And I can't handle that. It's like, come on, you guys, listen to me, all right? I don't know what the big deal is with Suboxone. Do you know how many people in AA are on painkillers, who are on anxiety medications, who are on all kinds of different narcotic medications? But because they are alcoholics, nobody gives a fuck. It's fine. You know? So that's it, it just like really, really bothers me that there's just like such a huge stigma towards those of us that are using medication assisted treatment, you know? It makes me so sad because it's like I've done all of it. I've done recovery abstinence, y'all, okay? I've done it a million times. Okay? I've worked through the steps abstinent. I've everything and I still relapsed. Okay? So it's like I don't know what I don't know what people don't understand. It's like some people need to be on medication. Some people just need the extra help, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, y'all, cleaning my ears because you know when you get your ears pierced, they get that caca. Yeah, that's what it's these. My ears have got that caca on them, and I can feel it. So I'm just cleaning. I want to talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes me so upset. And I see that more and more from people in recovery who are trying to build platforms that are trying to be like PC in the recovery community. Like they really don't support Suboxone. They really behind your back they're talking about how you're not sober. Behind your back they're saying that, you know, you might as well be doing heroin. You know what I mean? I think it's the same thing as mental health medications also, Jen. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Jen. Welcome, Jen. Jen, you get the reward for the best comment of the live stream. That's exactly what Suboxone is. It's exactly what it is. And this is how I win a lot of people over in the Suboxone argument. I talk to a lot of people that are abstinent and I ask them, yo, what's going on with you? Do you take medication for your mental health? And then they'll go, oh yeah, I'm bipolar. I take da 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 da. I say, well, what happens if you don't take those medications? Oh, I'll lose my fucking shit. I'll go crazy. Oh, so you depend on those medications for your quality of life, huh? Yeah. Sounds a lot like Suboxone to me, doesn't it? It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. You know? It's like, I don't know why people can't see that, you know? Hey, are you in here, Carrie? Carrie, Nick and Jesse. Hell yeah, I remember the motherfuckers. They used to stalk me. Oh my gosh, B just asked me who I was. I said, Nicole, silly. It's me. No, not tonight, you guys. We're going to do it this week sometime. Let me text Allison real fast since so many of y'all are asking me that. Let's do her story this week, Monday night. How about that? Monday night. Okay. I just messaged Allison to let her know. Yeah, we're just hanging out, chit-chatting now, you guys. I hope y'all don't mind. And no, I don't hear from them at all. Nick and Jesse, they used to make videos about me all the time, and it really, really upset me back then. But now, now I just see that, you know, they were bored and trolling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with her though. That's weird to me. Oh, I got a new phone number. That's why she didn't know. A new number. Hey, Neil. Your little dog over here needs you. Anyways. Sorry. It looks so good. Then you get down here and you can see how it looks like it's not the same color. I don't like that. I wish I could change it, but you don't see that down there, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I used to get trolled bad by that couple, and they actually made a video about me being fat, which, as you guys can see, like, I'm a lot more, like, I talk about it now. Yeah, I'm fat. I'm overweight. We all know that. It's nothing, it's like not a secret, right? Last year, I was at the highest weight I have ever been. I was at 250 pounds, and now I'm only 206 pounds, I think, 207. And so I've lost weight. It took me a lot. It took a lot, though. Yeah.
Watch out, booger. Excuse me.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Heel.
Hey,
Um,
Calm down.
but they used to make fun of me for being overweight, is what they did. They would make fun of me, and they made a video about me called Honey Buns. And so they actually took a video where I was literally talking about, like, trading my body for sex, for drugs. And they made a video of me and said that I traded my body for honey buns. They literally edited the video where I'm crying and talking about that. And they said honey buns where I would say drugs or whatever. And then they titled the video Addicted to Honey Buns or some shit like that. And they thought it was the funniest thing that they have ever done in their lives. So that was when I first started my channel, y'all. Like, really, the first year I had my channel, and I was devastated. I didn't understand why anybody would do that, you know? But now I know. This couple called Nick and Jesse, they used to troll me here online. It was pretty bad. I was pretty devastated.
I want to talk to you guys about sex drive and Suboxone. So lately, my husband has really been struggling with the sex drive because he's on Suboxone. And it's been causing like frustration. It's been causing.
Did I read you guys the text that Neil wrote me?
You know, I'll want to have sex. He won't be able to, or he won't feel like it. You know.
It was the sweetest thing. Listen to this, y'all. I did not know this. This person said, Hey, Nicole, I used to be active in self-recovery and you helped me get sober. I recently relapsed and I got my main account back, but I plan on getting back into self-recovery and joining your lives. Thank you for all you do for this community. And I'm just like, oh my God. What? Heck yeah. So self-recovery is the other place that I work with, which is online recovery. And it's like a totally online recovery program. And it's ran by this doctor. His name is Dr. Hockman. He's a psychiatrist. And I talk about it every now and then. I don't talk about it a lot, okay? Because I don't want to make anybody ever feel pressured or anything like that to join underneath my name, you know, because people always want to be weird about that stuff. But I work with them. Like if you would sign up underneath my name, like you can get my phone number and we can text each other and I can help you with the classes and all that. But I didn't realize how many people, you know, it has helped. And this girl just said that she had signed up for it underneath my link and that she had relapsed, you know, but she had been sober for a while. And so that's awesome, dude. Come to my YouTube. We are live now. I love helping people, y'all. It's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay, she's gonna come over to our YouTube right now, y'all. So when y'all see her, her name's Laura, so she's gonna come into the live here in a second. So anyways, I didn't know about self-recovery. The way I found out about it was they had hired the marketing agency that I work for to do their marketing, to help them with their marketing so people would know who they were, right? And so my boss was like helping them with videos and stuff like that. Well, halfway through the year that they worked with us, the doctor said, hey, what about doing something like an affiliate program where maybe influencers that are in the recovery space can talk about self-recovery. And that's when my boss, Austin, was like, Nicole is in the recovery space and she has a pretty large following. And he was like, really? And so he hooked me up with Dr. Hockman, and we got to talking, and he was like, yeah, this is a great idea. So they asked me to come on and start learning about the program. So I did. I started learning about it. I got the program. I worked through it myself, actually, and I have lifetime access to it. And I was going through the program, going through the classes, and I remember like on one of the second or third videos I watched, I started crying because it was such, like, it really, really resonated with me, because the way self-recovery does their classes is they do a class, it's online, it's on video, and then after the class you have a song that you're supposed to listen to, music. And so I went to go to the song, and the song was like so good, and it was exactly what we were talking about in the lesson. And so I started crying my eyes out, you know, and I was like, damn, this is fucking really cool how he has taken music and incorporated it with these lessons about recovery. And that's what won me over. I was like, I'll talk about the program. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's when I started sharing about it. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't ever want to make people feel like I'm trying to push anything on them. But I'd probably make it like a one video a month about it. But it's a really good program. Oh, let me read you. You want me to read it to you? Let me read it to you. What he wrote. Sorry, y'all. I got off on a tangent. Okay, are y'all ready to hear it? I want you to know that even though I might come off angry at you, it's more like I'm angry with myself. I feel like I'm not doing what you need me to do as a husband and lover and friend. I hate that you feel rejected because I don't want you to ever feel that way with me, and again, it reflects more on me and how I am satisfying your needs and desires. I know something is off with me due to my medications and their interactions, and I am sure I have major vitamin deficiencies due to my diet. I love you very much, and that will never change, and I really want you to know that to the bottom of your soul and being, I am nothing if not for you and Nate in my life, and I'm sorry for making you feel badly last night, and I will try to do better. My husband's really, really good with words. I'll share some other stuff with you guys. He's really good with words when he writes them down. Now, talking horrible. He gets frustrated, he gets angry, and he just doesn't do well. I have all these letters that I saved from him. I want y'all to listen to these, okay? And if you get into a relationship, okay, this is a way that your man should talk to you. Look at all these letters from all over the years that I've saved from him, okay? So this one is the one from... Hold on a second. Let me find... Okay, this is the one from... Okay. No, this is not on the S23. This is on my other phone. This is from when I was in rehab, okay? That's how old this is. Hey, babe, I'm so sorry it has taken me this long to get in touch with you. I miss you and Nate with all my heart and soul. I'm trying to stay sane without you, but I think we are doing the right steps. I want you to know that this pen cannot write fast enough all the things I miss about you. Your lips, your hair, your brown soft skin, your voice. God, how I miss being able to hear your voice. I spoke or cried to your mom the other day and tried to explain how much I love you both and need to be the man and the man that I am supposed to be for my family. I'm off that new medicine, which is what caused my crazy swelling in my legs and all the hives again. You're probably glad to have missed that. Nothing negative though. I have been going to my counselor at UAMS and telling them all about Nathaniel and how our lives will be so much better without all the guilt we both hold on our shoulders. I'm done with feeling guilty and I want us to always be honest with each other. I'm going to see Nathaniel tomorrow. I hope you two had a good time yesterday. Miss Williams and I talked about me going to treatment next. That way we both get the total help we have both been seeking for a long time. I want you to know I'm always going to be by your side, and if you decide something is better for you, I totally understand. But we will always have our son that will bring out the best in us. We can and will do this together even though we are apart. Love you, Neil. That was when I had to go to rehab when our son got taken away. That's how old this is. Okay? Let me see what this one is. Dearest Nicole, my life has forever been changed since I met you 3 years ago. Okay? So this was when we met in 2012. So this is from 2015. Yeah. 3 years ago on a dark and rainy night. You were and are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. I thank God in my daily prayers that he put you in my life's path. Even though we have both stumbled upon this path, we keep helping each other up and we then move forward. A tear comes to my eye every time I see you and Nathaniel together. You are the best woman and an even better mother. You are constantly giving me words of encouragement and words of love. That is how relationships stand the test of time, even when time is telling them to quit. I wake every morning to see my one true love and go to sleep at night seeing the only woman that completes this puzzle in my heart. I love everything about you, even if I say I don't, because if it were up to many people that we have known, we would have never stayed together. We are examples of the few that get a second chance at our lives, and our love is growing stronger and gets deeper every day. I love you more today than yesterday and more tomorrow than today. Your husband-to-be, Neil. So that was from 2015. That's how old these are. I have held on to these for a long time. Let's see this one. Dearest Nicole, my life has changed and will never be the same again. You are my one true soulmate, and this can never be denied. No matter how hard life treats me, you can always make the pain and ache subside. You keep me balanced and loved like no one else could. Please take my words to heart and know I speak the truth, not just for me to you, but for our new innocent little youth, Nathaniel. I love you more today than yesterday, and will love you more tomorrow than today. I love you. And this is the drawing he drew on. Okay, this one is from 2016. Dear Nicole, I don't know the next time you will open this journal, but I thought I would take a moment and tell you how much I love and care for you. The past couple of years have been both full of despair and happiness. We have come so far from when we first met, and my love for you has only continued to grow. Nathaniel has become the focus of both of our lives, but I always want you to remember that you are also the most important person in my life. We have a wonderful little buddy that continues each and every day to amaze me and make me realize how lucky I am to be with you and him. We will have to continue growing together and raising this boy into a man with a knowledge of ideas that we both been given throughout our lives. I want to tell you that without you, my life would not be complete and I would have a huge void in my heart. So if you have not realized from that statement, I want to marry you and grow old together. My heart belongs to you and Nate, and it keeps beating just to make you two happy. This is the family I've always wanted and needed, and thank you for being a great mommy and the bestest friend to me and my soulmate. So this is before we got married, because y'all know we didn't get married until 2019. And so I have kept, every time I change my wallet, change my purse, anything, I transfer those letters from each wallet, each purse with me, because I just love to keep them with me. They're special to me, you know? So my husband is a sweet man when he wants to be. But anyways. Is anybody on Kratom? I saw that question. I'm not. Is anybody else in here on Kratom? What's wrong, Nate? Who you fighting with? Nate. Who you fighting with, buddy? Huh?
Huh?
Who you fighting with?
Are you snorting?
You want to say hi, everybody? Can they see you?
Are you double stupid?
Can they see you?
Yes, dumbass.
Don't say that to me. Don't say mean names to me, Nate. Stop being a butthole. Butt face. Okay. Now I got all emotional, damn it. Y'all make me cry reading those damn letters to y'all. Okay. Let's look on the computer for a second. My son keeps saying I need to get a new computer because his fucking game's on here. Hey, Nate, what games can I take off? Nathaniel, what games can I take off?
None.
Nathaniel, I need to take some of these games off so my computer can run. Okay?
It does run.
No, it doesn't, Nathaniel. That's the problem. That's why it goes so slow.
It does run, Mom.
Why? Are you on Kratom, Donna?
Best combo. Come.
Are you taking Kratom? Y'all need to be careful with that, okay? Because I saw another person overdose and died from it. And y'all all think I'm lying when I tell y'all that. But it's the truth. There is this stuff that people are buying. And it's called Kratom. It's called, it's the drinks. It's these drinks from the head shops, okay? And it's literally like, it's like super powered Kratom or something. And people are overdosing on it. K-shots. K-shots is what they're called. K-shots. And people are overdosing on them and dying. So there's this family, they're suing the head shop that their son bought it from. Which is sad that happened, you know? Because he died from it.
Oh, no. I'm busting?
Quit busting, Nate.
I'm busting.
Yeah, these K-shots are killing people. Okay, see you later, Pam. Love you, girl. I'm about to get off here, too. I'm just talking shit now. But I wanted to come on here and tell y'all about what happened with YouTube and how they took my monetization away, motherfuckers.
No, shut the fuck up. You would have.
Hey, Nathaniel. I understand that you're talking to your friends, but that doesn't mean you say the F word. I told you about that. Okay? Woodford.com/.
Why does it not
Yeah, I just texted Allison. I think we're gonna do it Monday night. I just gotta see if she said okay back.
Watch, don't do anything. No, I'll drop all my weapons to show you that I don't have any heals. Let me show you. Let me actually show you. What are you doing?
I love you. Is Detroit Vision in here?
Okay, I'll drop all my weapons. See, these are all my weapons. You can look. See, this is as many weapons that you can fit in your inventory.
I love Detroit Vision. Listen to what Detroit told me, y'all. He says, tell Neil that there's this trick where you jack off an hour before you have sex, and it will help with anything. It'll help with going too fast. I love you. Tell Neil. He said, tell Neil that it's a trick. Okay, I'm gonna tell him.
I just got every nuclear bomb. Literally, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who it would make sense to sue, but it's in the. I can show you guys. I took a screenshot of it. Hold on,
So why is
I'll show it to y'all. Okay.
Literally world's biggest airtime.
People are still coming over these Jessica Kent videos, and they don't understand that we've all moved past that. Okay. Let me see. All right. Let me show y'all the K-shot thing I'm talking about. Now, if you're taking pure unadulterated kratom, like that is from like a person who gets it from like Asia or whatever, and you can take it like, you know, in small amounts and be safe, then I've heard that can help people, right? And I'm not against that, right? I'm not against that. What I'm against is these fucking souped up shits that they're giving people nowadays. And people are dying. Hey, Seuss, what's up? Let me see if I can find the screenshot, y'all.
If I kill you, you're bad. Alright? If I
Crap.
that's not
I saw it on Facebook, so let's look it up on Facebook. It was in the Kratom group I'm a part of. I'm a part of this Kratom group. It's like an anti-Kratom group. Because the lady who owns it, her son overdosed from Kratom. And they post stuff like that in there, so hold on.
Oh my god! Now you're gonna heal.
My son is so crazy. Okay.
You always heal.
Okay, let me read it to you guys, okay? It says, Iowa, here.
Taking a legal supplement. KCCI's Laura Terrell has their message on the dangers of kratom. It's a story you will only see on KCCI.
We were as close as a father and son could be, I think, and we did so many things together.
Doug Getman is still in shock from the loss of his son Travis. The 48-year-old from Marshall County died on January 28th.
I thought he was sleeping. I tried to wake him up and he wouldn't wake up.
A fitness fanatic, Travis's family says he was in good health when he died suddenly. They say the herbal supplement known as kratom is what killed him.
They use these energy drinks when they go in the gym and lift. And someone at the gym in Marshalltown gave him this stuff.
Kratom is sold as an energy booster and pain reliever in liquid powder and pill form. But research has found that high doses of the herbal extract can be highly addictive and affect the body like an opioid. Travis's family says he became addicted.
If you've got a child or a friend or a family member or anybody you know that's taken it, please tell them to try and stop.
Kratom is not hard to find. You can buy it anywhere, like gas stations or this vape shop in Marshalltown where Travis was purchasing his.
These are going to be $60.
Joshua Brown runs this vape shop and says he sells plenty of kratom. He says he always warns people about the risks.
It is legal. and if you use it enough, it can cause permanent liver damage as well as kidney damage.
Travis Getman's death certificate lists the scientific name of kratom as his cause of death. His family is now determined to educate others.
It's awful. It's just.
So, for all those people out there who say, you can't overdose on nitrogen, yes, you can, and people are doing it now. It's happening. It's happening, y'all. And that guy that said the permanent liver and kidney damage, what I have noticed in these people's autopsies who are dying, there's always something wrong with their urinary tract in every single one. And that's because kratom and how it's broke down in your body and how it has to pass, it's fucking with these people's insides. Bad. I mean, can you imagine? Like, just imagine how much plant matter some people are swallowing every single day. Like, your body was not made to break down this plant matter the way that they're taking it into their bodies. And so that's why I've said all along, I support you in whatever you do, but I don't recommend doing kratom because it's not FDA approved. We don't know what's in it. You don't know what people are putting in it because there's no law or jurisdiction over it. So any Tom, Dick, or Harry can order large quantities of kratom from overseas and then sell it to you any way they want to, and nobody can do anything about it because there's no jurisdiction over it right now because it's not FDA approved or any of that shit. So that's why I don't recommend it to people because you don't know what's in your body. You don't know. You know? Right. There's no other person, right? It just goes for no third party testing. Exactly. So it literally goes from whoever over there in Asia, which who knows what they're doing? Who knows if when they're taking it off who knows if when they're picking it, they're fucking wearing gloves? For all we know, they're down there and chickens are shitting all over it and they're fucking rolling around in dirt and doo-doo and all kinds of shit and they're just throwing it in a bag and sending it over to us. Like nobody knows. And so that's why it's so dangerous, you know? And that's why people get so mad at me when I say anything about it. It's like, why are you mad? It's the truth. I would rather be on something that I know my doctor can like help me with. You know what I mean? So that way I don't die. I got a lot of friend requests here on Facebook for some reason. So people get mad at me whenever I talk about kratom though, so I try to stay away from it.
Is something that tends to happen.
I try to stay away from it because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I just don't want nobody to take stuff and then die from it, you know? But anyways, okay, I'm going to get off here, y'all. I just reached out to Allison to see what time she wants to come on and do the interview on Monday night. But I just wanted to pop on here and chit chat with y'all for a little bit, let y'all know what's going on with my YouTube channel, invite you to join my Patreon if you haven't already. For those of you guys that joined my Patreon, I really appreciate it a lot. I think what I'm going to do is when we go to get Nate's room stuff, I'll do that on Patreon. So for those of you guys that want to join Patreon, it's in the pinned comment. And I'm going to be uploading, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to upload the video with me and Nate going to decorate his room, and that's going to be a Patreon exclusive thing. And then tomorrow night at like 6 p.m. Central, we'll go live for patrons only. So I'm going to go put the link in Patreon right now to let you guys know when we'll be live. So if you're wanting to join us for those patron only live streams, make sure you join Patreon, okay? And I do feel so much better. And for all of you guys that were, you know, talking about your sex situations and stuff, I want y'all to hear me when I tell y'all this. Like, my relationship with my husband is not perfect. You know, like, we have our ups and downs, and that day that I was really emotional, it was a down day. That was a day where I felt rejected and not loved and all that kind of stuff, you know, and that will probably happen again, right? Because we're humans. But our relationship's not perfect, okay? And I just don't want you guys to compare your relationship to mine and think, oh, Nicole has such a perfect relationship, this, that, and third, because I don't, right? My husband is a sweet man, but he can be a butt face too, you know? And he can really make me upset sometimes. So don't feel like, you know, I'm over here living the life or something, because we all have problems, okay? We all have problems. It's okay. Did they not refund you guys back for those memberships? If they should have, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not giving it to me. You know what I'm saying? But Pixie, you're still in the Telegram, so you'll get the link, okay? Don't worry about it. No, it's not a big deal. All right? Oh, this is just dry shampoo. And you saw how like greasy my hair looked right up here? I just put it, and then I take my hands and I go and rub it in a little bit, and it makes my hair look more fresh and clean, doesn't it? Doesn't look so greasy now. But they should be refunding you guys if I don't get it, because I don't think I'm going to get it. If I get it, I'll let y'all know, though. But if you did pay for a membership and you're like, damn it, I can't pay for Patreon now, that's okay. Just don't pay this month and then join next month or something. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know and we'll work it out. It's not a big deal. Sound good? Does that sound good, everybody? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. So what's today's date, y'all? The 18th. Okay, so I get paid from YouTube on the 21st. Let's see if they pay me first, okay? If they pay me, it'll come through on the 21st, and I'll let y'all know. If they pay me, I'll just send you that money back, Pixie, so that way you can put it on Patreon, okay? YouTube demonetized me, Pinup. They took away my monetization, absolutely all of it, with no warning or anything. They just took it away. They said because I was posting reused content on my shorts, which I was posting people's recovery from addiction stories. I didn't know you weren't allowed to do that on shorts. So they took away my monetization. I can reapply April 15th. So, whatever, YouTube. You know, like, come on. YouTube is just being shiesty as fuck. No, that would have been my first time being paid from shorts, because they just monetized shorts in February. So I would have been getting my first payment from shorts. No, I got a payment from shorts last month. This would have been my second payment from shorts. But they never even messaged me or told me, hey, you're not supposed to do this, or gave me a strike or anything. Nothing. Nothing of the sorts. I got no warning at all. And I guess that's what's so crazy, because usually YouTube will give like a warning or something, you know? But they just sent me an email that said, you're not eligible for monetization. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've been monetized for years. I've been monetized since like 2019. And so I messaged them and I appealed it. I sent them a video and they said the video wasn't good enough. And I said, fuck it, then I'll just reapply in April. You know, run me my motherfucking money and I'll do it in April. So I'll let you guys know if they pay me on the 21st, okay? Yeah, you know what? This happens to me like all the time with different platforms. And a lot of it is because, you guys, I just don't fucking pussyfoot around and I say what I want to fucking say online. And a lot of times platforms don't like that. But YouTube has always supported my content, and I've never had a problem with YouTube, ever. This is the first time I've ever had any issues with YouTube, ever. And see, some of y'all thought it was because Jessica Kent and them, their followers or something, but I really don't think that it had anything to do with them. I think it's because those shorts were going viral, and I was going to get paid like quite a bit of money from those shorts because they did go viral. So that's what I think. I think those shorts going viral just brought attention to my channel, because there was like 4 shorts that were going viral. like millions of views. And my channel just doesn't get millions of views. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they were probably like, what's going on over here? But what I'll do is I'll just take those videos down, and then in April we'll reapply. Okay? So we'll get through it. No big deal. Like I said, that money was just extra. I never ever counted on that money to survive. Any money I make from my social media is extra and is well appreciated, but I will never count on it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. If you're a Patreon, I'll be on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll put the link in Patreon and I'll put it in our Telegram chat. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Good night.